All right, we're back at the Electrek. We're gonna do a little bit of cleaning today. We're gonna clean out the interior, and then I wanna get behind the dash and have a look at the shifting mechanism and see if we can get it going into gear a little bit better. And we'll also change the fluid in the transmission because that's likely not been done in 20 years or something like that. So let's get into it. Another look at the cool gauges on this side. Interesting, I wonder what this button does. And there's all these warning lights. It says your lights, pull it on and off. This must be your dim or your light brightness for your gauges. So anyway, I want to clean this all up and then I want to take this panel off and see why the shifter's not going smoothly. You can also see that AM radio here, cassette player. Oh, I guess it's FM too. Another goofy thing about this car is the glove compartment. There's like a drawer. One thing that concerns me is the corners of this bezel behind that radio. Cover these screws. I don't know if that's intentional or if I need to remove this first, but we'll see. These are really rusty, so I'm going to try to just squirt a tiny bit. Interesting, it's got a long boot. I didn't expect that. They really thought of everything there. Unique mobility. Man, that is cool. Alright, looks like push-pull action is what's causing the hang-up. Man, there's a lot going on in there, huh? There's the linkage. I'm gonna try to lubricate that without having to disassemble, you know, everything. Down here, the speedo cable, I've heard I've read that you can take that out and that's a really easy way to fill these transmissions. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna check in there with the light and see if I can see any fluid. With this, the way that the flat bottom is in this car, it's kind of a fill and forget. There's not really an easy way to drain the transmission. I do have a suction device if I need to suck out old fluid, but I think it's just probably seeped out, it's empty, so I'm going to top her up now. Looks like there is fluid in there. Yeah, it looks like there's quite a bit of fluid in there. So it must just be other reasons why my transmission is so tough to shift. I think it turned out well. The steering wheel turned out really nice. This panel cleaned up well, and I polished up the shifter shaft a little bit, just with a wire wheel. I ended up getting some new screws because the other ones were rusty. But overall, I think the dash looks pretty great. I'll just have to get this old windshield out so I can further clean up in the top and the hard to reach areas. Get all that junk vacuumed out of there. And I think it's gonna clean up really nice. I definitely need to shampoo the carpets and the upholstery. I vacuumed it, but it's really stained and still kind of gross. I got the shifter working a lot better. I took this panel off and I was able to lubricate the rods and linkages back there. So it moves a lot better. It's still not perfect. But a lot better. It wouldn't go into any gear before. And I also lubricated all the linkages under the hood. So all in all, I think it cleaned up really well. One thing I noticed is my volt gauge is scratched or something there. You can see the one next to it, the amps, looks crystal clear. But for some reason this one has some sort of damage done to it or scratches on it. So that's a bummer. But otherwise the gauge is cleaned up pretty well. All the stocks and everything. And the AM, FM, and tape cassette player, that cleaned up well too. All right, thanks for watching. That does it for another episode of Unique Mobility. I'm getting really excited to fire up this car for the first time. I guess not fired up, powered up. We should be getting there soon, so stay tuned.